Who would like to start us off with the first question?
Pat Borsey with MinPost.com. Ken, when you started looking at the replay, did you think the goalie interference call was the right one?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's in real time. It doesn't look like it, but obviously when you see the replay and you slow it down, she definitely losing an edge. It's tough to tell if it's from Boston's player's stick or is she just losing an edge. So it's just one of those things that happens. I mean, we had lots of chances to win the game. So for us, it's we get to play another game. So it's the way we got to look at it. That it wasn't a do or die for us, but obviously that one hurt going from a big high when the confetti's going and gloves are coming off, and then you got to try to refocus real quick. So. But we get to play another game, so we're going to get regroup after this one. It hurt, and we'll get back to work.
Maybe for Kendall or Kelly and Haley Salvian from The Athletic, can you maybe just speak to what Ken mentioned, just the having to collect your stuff and get back ready to go? Just what's that like?
Yeah, like he mentioned, obviously it's a high of a high to all right, we got to balance out the situation, pick up our stuff and get back to work. It's not an easy thing to come down from by any means in an instant, but that's what we had to do, and obviously it is hard, but that was what we had to do.
Maybe I'll ask a follow-up for Kelly. Your line had several great chances today. It seemed like you guys were really clicking. What's working with you, Grace and Denisa?
Just keeping it simple, moving off the puck, moving for each other, and trying to keep that puck moving in the offensive zone. Denisa is really scrappy, and she finds a way to find pucks in space and create space. She had a few great rushes, her and Grace. And anytime you get Grace into space, she's a threat. So I just think we've been keeping it simple and working off each other well.
Sophia Blue, student journalist from Minnehaha Academy. How would you say that the momentum shifted after the goal was overturned?
I was out there the shift right after for that first puck drop. I didn't feel like there was any really big momentum shift, to be honest. Even when they ended up scoring, it wasn't like they had a bunch of momentum riding into that. It just was a hockey play that happens after 2 overtimes. So I think to Kendall's point earlier, I think we did a good job of resetting. Sometimes just the bounce doesn't go your way, which it wasn't tonight for us.
Marielle Mose, WCCO. Obviously, great goaltending from both teams tonight to have over 20 shots taken on you guys or on your goalies, and to go scoreless into double overtime. What's just your thought on the goaltending tonight?
Well, I don't think it's just tonight. It's been the whole year. I mean, you look at the goaltenders around the league in the regular season. You look at our last series against Toronto. You look at their series against Montreal. You're not seeing very high-scoring games, so you kind of got to expect that. You got to be okay winning 1-0. But yeah, I mean, this league is obviously the most competitive league in the world, and the goaltenders are phenomenal, all across the league. So I don't think it's a shocker by any means.
Rachel Blount, Minneapolis Star-Tribune. Kelly, how are the legs in that third overtime, and what were you guys doing in between the OTs to try to keep the energy level up?
The legs were fine, actually. That's probably the longest game I've ever played in, but felt pretty good. And then just kind of the same thing you usually do, talk about what's going well, what we can adjust, staying focused, hydrating, getting a snack in, just all the basics.
Christina from Sportsnet. Just wondering, after the game, you stayed out on the ice and thanked your fans, and then it looked like the players were talking. Just wondering what the message was in there, and if not there, in the dressing room, what you were saying to one another.
Oh, yeah, I think, I think we have the best fans in the league. They showed up tonight. Obviously, we wish we got a different result for them, but just so much credit and love for our fans here in the state of hockey. That was an awesome atmosphere. So just to be able to soak that in one more time, knowing that no matter what, that's the last time we'll leave that ice in front of our home crowd. We'll know they'll be cheering on Wednesday from here, wherever they may go. I think a bar of their own is a hot place for them to go and celebrate or watch and cheer us on. But I think that the message is to learn from it. turn the page and be ready to go come Wednesday night and do what you need to do. There's no secrets. Everyone's tired. We've played a lot of hockey. I think more hockey than a lot of us are used to in this inaugural season, and I think it's recognize that we did a lot of great things tonight. A bounce here, a bounce there. We may be having a different conversation right now for sure, but it's being able to turn the page and recognizing the last one to win is the hardest one. That's the reality for anything. And so I think that was the message. And rest up. Some people's legs feel better than others.
I think I might just be lying to myself. We'll talk about it later.
Might be an age thing, Cal.
Hey. You just turned 21.
Yes.
For Ken, last I checked, so forgive me if this is wrong, but Lee Steckline led all skaters tonight in ice time. Just what does she mean to this group?
I mean, she's awesome. She's a leader both on the ice and off. She controls the play. She's got as good of a sticking gap as anybody in the league. For us, she's paramount. She's awesome out there for us. I'm not surprised. I haven't seen the minutes yet, but I'm not surprised for you to tell me that she probably led us in minutes tonight. But she often does. So she's just a great player for us. She's been a great player for us all year. So we'll need her to be a great player again on Wednesday.
Next question. All right. Thank you.
I think there was one behind you.
Oh, was there one? Oh.
Jose Solis, ABC6, Rochester, Minnesota. The power play opportunities plentiful, just couldn't finish the job there. What do you feel like it's got to take to crack the code on the power plays?
Yeah, I think it's just we just need to keep putting pucks on net. I mean, I think we hit like 4 posts and a half inch off one way or the other, and then those are in the net. So we had some great looks. Their power play had some good looks too. So it was an exciting game. It was just a matter of inches. I think the whole game was. So for us, it's just this one hurts, but we're gonna have to reset, and we'll have a day tomorrow to rest, and we'll travel to Boston and get ready to go Wednesday.
Any final questions? Okay. Thank you.
Good. All right. Thanks, guys.